I mean, huge game for us. You know, tremendous support. I'm just really pleased that we managed to win the game. It ended up being a bit of a nail biter. I wish we'd have scored before we did, but obviously delighted that we managed to win and we're through to the Eastern final. So it's a game we're really looking forward to.
Rochester again. I know that for a few months now, players have mentioned every once in a while, chasing it and wanting to play that. What's kind of been the focus this week?
Yeah, obviously Rochester have had a tremendous season, and they obviously beat New York themselves. So, you know, for us it's an exciting challenge, and we're really looking forward to the game. I think for us, you know, we go in as the underdogs. So it's something that we're looking forward to. Very respectful of Rochester. They've had, as I say, a tremendous season. They've got a very strong defence. So we're looking forward to it. Big challenge for us.
You guys haven't been in the spot of being an underdog much this season. Does it change your? I mean, do you like that as a coach to kind of go into?
Yeah, I mean, to me, I mean, our focus is completely on ourselves. I mean, I let everyone else do the talking, and they'll label different things, and you know, we've certainly been labelled as underdogs. And look, credit to Rochester, they've had a really strong season. I mean, they've, as I say, defensively, I think they set a new record. But equally, you know, we scored 55 goals, so I'm sure they'll be well aware that, you know, it's the best defence against the best offence in the league. So we're excited by that prospect and that matchup, and we're looking forward to it.
What do they do defensively that's just so challenging?
They get great pressure around the ball. They're very structured. Their shape is very disciplined. So they've been very good throughout the course of the season, very consistent. So you know, credit to Bob and to the players. They had an incredible season, incredible run as well. So you know, for us, it's, you know, the number one against the number two seed. So it's exciting. It's exciting for us to be I would say, to have made the number two seed and to have got this far is great. But like I said last week, we want to go as far as we possibly can, and it's just for us, it's been a really exciting journey, and it's one that we want to try and continue and want to give a really good performance up in Rochester.
Playing up there, they have turf, right?
They do, yeah.
You guys tried to find a need and practice on that this week.
We haven't done a whole lot. I mean, the lads obviously went out with extra time. I mean, at this stage of the season, you know, if the lads aren't fit now, I think we can throw our hat at it. So I think it's, for us now, it's a case of making sure our recovery is correct, making sure that we're aware of the challenge that faces us, and just make sure that all the niggles, aches and pains are gone, because obviously we did go to extra time and have that extra 30 minutes, which, you know, we needed to obviously win the game, but flip side is you could always do without it.
Did you see your team back in any different or better form at the end of the season?
Yeah, I mean, I think our performance, I mean, I think what was it, 25 shots? You know, I mean, I think, you know, for me, I thought we definitely deserved to win the game. I think when you look at the course of the game, you look at how it panned out, we had a lot of pressure, a lot of shots at goal. You know, we had them camped in really for long periods. So for us, it was pleasing. But at this stage of the season, it's all about winning. It's all about trying to get through to the next round. So ultimately, you want people to perform well to give you the best chance of winning, because that's ultimately the name of the game at this stage.
You mentioned the number of shots and chances and going off the bar and everything. What is it about Matt that makes him end up? I mean, it always ends up being him.
Well, I was delighted. I mean, you know, I think for Matt, obviously, his dad was here and his brother, so it was great for Matt to be able to bang in a couple of goals when his family was here. So I was really pleased for him. I thought he took his goals very well. I thought he led the line brilliantly again. I think throughout the course of the season, as it's gone on, teams have tried to come up with different ways to try and sort of funnel him out, and you know, he's managed to keep going and get into those good areas and score. And you know, I thought he played very well, but I thought overall our team was very strong. I thought we gave a really good account of ourselves. I thought, you know, throughout the course of the 120 minutes, the players gave so much and worked so hard, and the supporters equally were incredible. The atmosphere was electric and just what we wanted, you know. So again, throughout the course of the season, we've been very grateful to our supporters, because the atmosphere that we've had at Slugger has been, you know, incredible and intimidating, and you know, I think they certainly played their part as well for us on Saturday.
You mentioned other teams doing different things to try and slow Matt down. What are some examples of what a team can do to a striker like that?
Well, I'm not going to give them any ideas. I'll let them try and figure it out. I mean, it's been, you know, for Matt, I think it's been great, because you know, he's been able to go and get some good chances. And equally, Matt will be the first to admit, you know, without his teammates, he couldn't have had the season he's had. So I think when you look at, you know, Matt, when you look at all the players, the big thing that we continually speak about is the group dynamic and making sure that everyone pulls and pushes each other as best they can. And that's something that we've had throughout the course of the season. The team spirit that we've had has been, you know, immense. And that's something that we can all be very proud of. We're a very tight, close group. Different games call for different systems, different occasions, different people, different personnel, and everyone buys into what's needed, and you just get on and make sure you do your job. And you know, throughout the course of it, you know, as I say, over the course of the season, we can be very proud, but with the way the group has stuck together and you know, played throughout the course of the season.
Without giving up your secrets, what do you guys have to do to prepare? This season, the first time this team has been in a postseason at all?
Well, I think for us it's a case of making sure that you play the game, you don't play the occasion. Ultimately, it's very nice to be in the Eastern Conference final as it was last week in the semi-final, but I think it's making sure you focus on the game and focus on your role and responsibility. I think in any sort of bigger occasion, sometimes there can be a danger that players maybe get caught up in the hype and not necessarily focus on the game, because ultimately you need to make sure that you perform to the right level to allow you to go and achieve what you want to achieve. So I think it's making sure the focus is on the right things.
One of the things that's brought up on social media was the reaction to the goal. Describe that moment.
Yeah, I mean, you know, for me, obviously, I'm generally, you know, quite laid back when we score. It's not something that normally happens. So I mean, I was a little embarrassed, if I'm being honest, by my own reaction. I just got completely caught up in the moment, and before I knew it, I was in with the players and I was jumping on top of them. So it was probably the player in me got so excited. I mean, it means so much to me and to the players. It means so much to all of us that, you know, I think the sheer relief when Matt actually scored was there for all to see. But it's not something I want to make a habit of. I think I probably need to be a little bit more composed and a little bit more professional. But I certainly got caught up in the moment.